Okay. All right. Lauren, will you go stand in your place, please?
Sure.
All right, everybody, work places, just so you know.
Good? You good? Okay. All right, you good? You good?
So are we just gonna go?
I'm getting ready to cue you in. It's time to go. It's 1:59. Let me just make sure my stuff is here. I've got my run of show. We are here. We're gonna do no opening song and Seth, and then it's you.
Yep.
Right? And you can see all that in there.
I can.
Okay. I should wait for that. Okay. Let me make sure this is off. It's off. All right. Have fun, everybody. Everybody enjoy yourselves. Everybody sounds amazing. Any last minute questions here? Good?
Let's do it.
Good? All right. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna play that video.
Yeah.
All right. New opening song coming. 3, 2, 1.
They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet 'cause they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew. Let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho,
They're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
hey everyone, it's Seth Rudetsky. You may know me from SiriusXM Radio, or you may not. Regardless, I've known Lauren Kennedy since her triumphant debut in Sunset Boulevard, through Sideshow, through Spamalot, through, my gosh, she was the original Last 5 Years, Leading Lady, South Pacific in London. We started a show together. Then I actually wrote a role for her. That's my dog in the background. The point is, Lauren Kennedy's amazing. She left her Broadway career to come back to Raleigh and run Theatre Raleigh, where, by the way, I actually made an appearance. I love Theatre Raleigh. I love Lauren Kennedy. And actually, here she is now on Stars in the House. James and I are not here. We are leaving it in the hands of the high-belting Lauren Kennedy. Lauren, take it.
I will take it. Thank you so much, Seth. I'm so excited to be here on Stars in the House. Like Seth said, my name is Lauren Kennedy Brady, and I'm the producing artistic director of Theatre Raleigh. Thank you, Seth and James, for allowing us to have this opportunity to be on Stars in the House and use your platform to share a little bit with the audience some amazing things about Theatre Raleigh, and more importantly, some amazing talent. You are in for a really awesome show today. We have live performances from some of Theatre Raleigh's most amazing local performers, and we're going to be showing some B-roll archival video of some of the best of Theatre Raleigh, and we're going to have some sweet testimonials from some of my Broadway friends who I have strong-armed into working with me here down in Theatre Raleigh. So sit back and relax, and I hope you really enjoy the show today. Now, as Seth said, I did take a 180-degree turn about 8 years ago in 2012. I decided to move down back to my hometown, by the way, Raleigh, North Carolina, and pursue producing full-time. Now, I had already been doing Theatre Raleigh in New York, but at that time it was just a summer theater, and I did about 3 months of production, and then I would be in New York pursuing acting, etc. This is a company that was built on the shoulders of my dad and my brother Michael Kennedy. They had created something back in 2004 called Hot Summer Nights at the Kennedy, and I was sort of their artistic associate, and I was learning how to be a director and help with casting and things like that. And when they decided that they were sort of, done with it, they had other things to do with their lives, I decided to take it on. And so we've gone from being a for-profit to now a non-profit theater company, from 3 months out of the year to full year programming. So we have grown so much in the last 8 years. And this has been sort of I guess the part of my life that I never really saw coming. I always just wanted to be a Broadway actress, and then I sort of dabbled my toe into creating theater and directing. I just really wanted to have a little bit more hands-on opportunity. And what really inspired me back in those days was the fact I was working on a lot of new shows, and that was my passion. And so I was hoping when I started Theater Raleigh that we would do a lot of new works and create new theater and add to the Broadway canon, and we have done that. We have created probably 5 or 6 new shows, from a production of Midsummer Night's Dream for our education series and Adventure Road for our education series. The first show I directed down here was called Drift. And this year we have an amazing show, well, it's going to be in 2021 now, that we have commissioned 2 local writers, Howard Kraft and Mike Wiley, to write a play called Piece of Clay. That's going to be on our season in 2021. So new works, yeah, we're doing it. But before we get into all of the amazing things that we're going to be talking about today, and I'm going to show you some videos of the best of Theater Raleigh. So, hey boys, roll the tape.
It's just a jump to your left. And then a step to the right. I'll go out and make it, or steal it, or take it, or trade her for
Oh, it is so fun for me to walk down memory lane and look at those videos of the shows that we've done in Theater Raleigh history. It makes me very proud. But also, what I should have said earlier, we work in a black box theater for the most part, but as you can see on that video, we also have had the opportunity to work in bigger venues. Something that I found is really cool is that we have done some site-specific work where, for instance, we went to Carrie's Cocoa Booth Amphitheater to do Rock of Ages. We felt like we needed to put that show in like a big rock venue. And we also did Rocky Horror Show out there and created an awesome experience for all the people who came and dressed up and acted along with us and shouted out at the stage. And I think if I had to choose my most proud moment as a producer, would be when we produced The Light in the Piazza alongside the North Carolina Museum of Art. As a matter of fact, we produced it inside the gallery itself. It just made an already special show so incredible, and I think it has to be one of my most prized moments. I guess in my whole life, not just as a producer. It was just a really amazing experience. As a matter of fact, the woman who starred in it, Judy McLean, she's done a number of shows with us at Theatre Raleigh. She needs no introduction. She is an incredible performer, and if you live in this area and you have seen some of our shows in the last year, well, you've certainly seen her. And I'm sorry to those of you who did not get to see her up close and personal performances and things like Lombardi, Masterclass, and Light in the Piazza. She's just stunning and an amazing friend of mine that I've known for 25 years. I'm aging myself. But she was somebody who I said, hey friend, come and do a show. And she, thank God, said she would. And so here's Judy McLean telling you a little bit about her experience at Theatre Raleigh.
Hi everybody, this is Judy McLean. Lauren is someone who is always thinking outside the box in order to give her audiences a unique and special experience in the theater. I've made a career doing Broadway and national tours, regional theater, and I have to say that some of my most gratifying theatrical moments have been at Theatre Raleigh. The very first time I went there, I was doing Margaret in Light in the Piazza, impeccably directed by Eric Woodall. And he and Lauren had this crazy, amazing idea to do the musical out at the North Carolina Museum. There we were in the Italian Renaissance section of the museum, surrounded by gorgeous artwork, doing this beautiful musical, and in this fantastic space. It was magic. The audience felt it, the cast felt it. It was something truly special. When I was doing Lombardi there, I was playing Marie Lombardi. In order to get that authenticity, we went out to Duke University and trained with the football team. When I was doing Masterclass, Lauren brought in a top-notch director, Ray Dooley, and he gave me so much insight on the character. It's really a special place, and I'm a fan. I can't wait to go back.
I should have mentioned that she is a Broadway star, as you saw in the little title in her video, 4-time Broadway star. Also, she was most notably the final Donna in Mamma Mia, How Lucky Were We? Right after that, she came down to do Light in the Piazza. So she talked about how great it was to work at Theatre Raleigh, but honestly, we were super lucky to have her, and she lifted everyone up. She's an amazing leader of a company, so I felt really, really lucky that she was here. It's so funny because what I've discovered in producing theater in my hometown of Raleigh, North Carolina, is that bringing some of my friends from New York and bringing that Broadway veteran and having them perform alongside a burgeoning artist, a developing artist, it really makes a very magical atmosphere. Not only for the artist here, but also for the New York artist, because a lot of times outside of the city, out of the pressure cooker, outside of the pressure cooker of New York City and Broadway, actors get to do things that they don't normally get to do. For instance, we had Julia Murney down here, Broadway actress, amazing beltress herself, but she always was interested in doing directing, and so she came down here and she's directed 2 plays for me. She's amazing, by the way, if you want to hire her. So that's been a really, really awesome part of what is gratifying to me being a producer at Theatre Raleigh. As you all know, Broadway is shut down and theaters across the country are also postponing or canceling their shows. That's the same for us at Theatre Raleigh. We've postponed our entire 2020 season to 2021. So we are not looking to do any performances of note, at least until April of 2021, when it can be safe for people to gather in a room together. So in the meantime, we have been doing some virtual experiences. We've pivoted all our efforts to online, and honestly, it's been really fun. Charlie Brady, who is doing production with us tonight, who's also my husband, and Eric Collins, who does video production as well as sound for these shows that we've been doing. We have really been working hard and learning a lot of new skills, shall I say, with our programming like Living Room Live, which is our weekly broadcast. That is something that we created so that we could keep performers performing during this really hard, tumultuous, crazy time. And it has been a really fun and I think artistically great thing for Theatre Raleigh. And like I said, it's kept people motivated, kept people passionate. We are paying the artists just a little tiny bit, not very much, but just enough maybe for groceries or gas. But at least it's something to keep people busy during the time. We are not selling tickets for these experiences, but we are asking for donations. So I guess that's the point of the program where I say, hey, if you guys are interested in donating to Theatre Raleigh, my girl Ashley, who's going to be working in the chat, she will put up a link that says, donate to Theatre Raleigh if you feel compelled or inclined. If you like what we do at Theatre Raleigh or you like some of the stuff you see today, we could really use your help, like all theaters across the country, just to survive this pandemic, to get through to the other side. So if you love live theater and you want to see it survive to the other side, please donate to Theatre Raleigh today. That would be spectacular. But I wanted to show you a little video compilation that I put together. It shows you a little bit of the things that we've been doing, like our Living Room Live series, and also I've been doing something called Reunion Specials, which is just sort of, I've been bringing in, you know, like a Zoom call, the actors to chat together and talk about some of the fun backstage shenanigans and to show video of those shows. So here you go. Let me roll a video of some of our virtual experiences.
And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
Fix this eye, can twist it into sugar, butter covered pieces. Never mind what's underneath it.
Oh, hope left within me. Oh, I could have loved her and make her set me free.
Living here in this brand new world might be a fantasy, but it's taught me to love. So if the city could be yours and mine, mine Manhattan, your Manhattan, our Manhattan. Hold my hand and I'll take you there somehow, someday, somewhere.
Yes, Ray Walker as Seth, as you would say, he's still got it. Oh my gosh. So we were lucky to have not only people like Ray Walker, who has a huge Broadway history, and some of our local performers as well. Everybody is just amazing, and it's been such a great experience to share that with our audiences. So, hey, if you want to subscribe to Theatre Raleigh's YouTube channel, of course, after this performance, go over to Theatre Raleigh's YouTube channel and click subscribe so you can find out about all the amazing things that we have coming up in the next few weeks and months. As a matter of fact, we have an incredible lineup of performers on Living Room Live. As a matter of fact, two-time Tony Award nominee Laura Osnes is going to be on the show August 24th. You don't want to miss that. That is going to be killer. She's going to be singing a few songs, and I'll be chatting with her, and she'll be telling us about her career and about her life right now. So that is going to be super fun. So go to Theatre Raleigh YouTube channel and subscribe. And of course, donate to Theatre Raleigh if you want to, and I promise I won't say that again until the very end. Okay, but the real reason that you guys have tuned in today is to see some beautiful, amazing talent. I like to say there's something in the water here in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have had some amazing performers come through here, grown up here, live here still, have moved, down from somewhere else and come here. We just have an incredibly rich talent pool here. So I'm really excited that I have this opportunity to showcase some of those people and bring them to you live from my living room today. The first performer just got off the national tour of The Color Purple. He is an incredible human being and an amazing singer. You guys, you don't even know. He's starred in so many shows at Theatre Raleigh, starting with Adventure Road. And he is also part of our annual holiday extravaganza called Oh What a Holy Night. And most recently, he was in our production of the incredibly impactful The Scottsboro Boys. Y'all, you're not ready for him. Gerard Williams.
I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a hero's welcome would be waiting for me, and the crowds will cheer when they see my face. Though the road may wander, this is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. I'll be on my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Down an unknown road to embrace my fate. Though the road may wander, it will lead me to you, and 1,000 years would be worth the wait. Though it may take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through, and I won't look back. I can go the distance, and I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope till I go the distance, and my journey's complete. But to look beyond the glory is the hardest part, for a hero's strength is measured by his heart. It's hard, like a shooting star. I will go the distance, I will search the world, I will find its parts. I don't care how far. I can go the distance till I find my hero's welcome waiting in your arms. I will search the world, I will face its harms, till I find my hero's welcome waiting in your arms.
Gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today. And thank you, Joanna Lee, who is on the piano. Okay, so tell me, you just got back, well, you were on tour when COVID-19 hit, I'm sure.
Yes, I was. I was on tour with The Color Purple, and we were Just over 100 shows. I think probably show 103.
Uh-huh.
And we were in Florida, and they were just like, we're going to try to schedule a few more shows, and it just didn't work out. And we had to come back home to won't be quarantined.
Oh gosh, so you didn't really have any closure.
No, but we did have like a little Zoom party.
Okay.
You know, so it was like on the last day of our show, which would have been in May.
Yeah.
We had a Zoom party, a Zoom, I guess, kind of cast party,
Sure.
so to speak, and we got to see each other again.
Yeah, Zoom cocktails. That's what it's all about these days.
Absolutely.
So are you going to go back? Is it going to open back up again, or what's next for you?
Well, the show, the tour's canceled, you know, because of
course,
everything that happened.
yeah.
And of course, it was hard to get all those ticket sales and just kind of rescheduling with all the theaters to see how they were going to navigate.
Right.
So, so that is completely off. But of course, looking for 2021, the shows are opening back up. I'm still auditioning and submitting, you know, so I can get back and do another tour and be back in New York.
This is a man who, you live here, but I've passed you, like I said before, in many, many shows. But you will get on a plane and fly to New York and do an audition.
At any time.
Literally, you're like in a half day. You're there, you come back, and you're ready for rehearsal at 5:30
Yeah, I
that
will
night.
get on a 5 a.m. flight.
Yes.
And I'll fly to New York, and I'll get in line and wait, and I'll do my audition, maybe 10 or 11 o'clock, or sometimes later, depending on how long it is. And then I'll get on the 3, 4, 5 o'clock flight back home.
Time to make the show.
That's right.
Literally, I mean, maybe that's part of like why it's a great place for people to live and why we have an amazing talent pool is because it is so close
Yeah.
to New York, it's a short flight away, and Washington D.C., and also Atlanta for TV and film. So
Absolutely.
this really is an awesome area. for
Central
people.
location. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
And our theater community has really, really blossomed, I think, in the last sort of 15 years or so.
Right.
It's exciting to see what all the theaters are doing, and I just feel really lucky to be a part of it. And I'm sure you feel the exact same way. But so are you going to leave us, though, is the question.
Well,
Are you
you
going to go to
know,
New York?
if New York calls, I'm going. You know, but this will always be home. You know, I have my place where my family's here, but you know, this is my career, my trajectory. You know, so if
Yep.
New York calls, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, but as long as you tell me that you will fly back down to Raleigh for...
I can always fly back.
You'll just do the
Never fly.
reverse.
That's right.
Oh, it's so great to see you, and I really appreciate you coming on
My
today
pleasure.
and sharing your beautiful, beautiful talent. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Gerard.
Thank you for having me.
You stay right there for just 1 second, but I'm going to just tell the audience, I'm looking at the chat, by the way, so if anybody wants to ask any questions of us, Gerard, Yolanda, myself, and Kate, or I don't know, the boys, Charlie and Eric behind the console, bring it on. I see a lot of friends back there, so are on this chat, so we'd love to chat with you as well. Like I said, we've had a lot of awesome Broadway people come down and work at our theater. We were lucky enough to have an incredible actress. I'm going to go ahead and say it. She's kind of an overachiever. Not only has she starred in, I think, maybe 7 Broadway shows, but she has just recently gone back to school and got her MBA, and she's now an acting professor. And by the way, she was doing all of this while she was starring on Broadway as Heidi Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen. Here's Lisa Brescia to tell you a little bit about her time at Theater Raleigh.
Hey there, Lisa Brescia here. I'm very grateful, former cast member of Theater Raleigh's 2012 production of August Osage County. That truly was some of the most fun I've had working on a project in my entire career. The team at Theater Raleigh, everyone backstage, everyone on stage, the relationships that experience forged for me professionally and personally, I'm truly grateful for that experience. To everyone at Theater Raleigh, you are killing it. I wish you a bright future. Once we can all gather together again, just know I respect you and I'm so grateful that I got to be a member of the family.
Okay, so thank you, Lisa. It was awesome to get to play her sister in August Osage County. That was quite a thrill for me, and we were super lucky to have her. It's kind of embarrassing to listen to everybody, all these crazy fancy people talking about their time here. But at the same time, it really warms my heart and reminds me of why I wanted to do this in the first place, why I sort of gave up my Broadway career to be giving opportunities to other people. And the truth is I was just really tired of myself, to be quite honest. I was just getting bored with myself, and I wanted to give opportunities to others and create new shows with others and just not really have to worry about it. But of course, here I am now, still in front of the camera chatting with you, so I guess I haven't given it up completely, but it is just my honor to be a part of this community, that I cut my teeth as a performer here, and if there wasn't someone like Deanne Jones, who founded the North Carolina Theater, to show me that there was a way for a woman to run a theater and nail it, I don't know if I would be doing what I'm doing today. So thank you, Deanne Jones, and thank you to this amazing artistic community here in North Carolina that has welcomed me back. So another person I'm welcoming back today is a local grown girl. She is from North Carolina, but she is currently living in New York City. But COVID-19 had other plans for everybody. So a lot of actors have sort of left the city and have sheltered in place with their families, which is what she has been doing for the last few months. And that sucks, that's terrible. But I guess the rainbow and all that is that she is able to be with us today and sing for you live from my living room. She started at Theater Raleigh as an intern, y'all, while she was still in school, and we loved her so much that we have put her in 1,000 shows since then. Most notably, she was Mona in Dames at Sea and Joanne in Vanities, and she was also in our recent production of Smokey Joe's Cafe. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to share with you my friend, Kate McMillan.
Well, it's funny how you waltzed in here, assuming I'd come back. Well, let me tell you something. You are way off track. Can't you see I'm different? Or are you still that blind? No, you stand right there and take it. There's no love to hide behind. For I am proud to tell you, I'm really doing good. I'm sure a whole lot better than you ever thought I could. Got my own place and my own space to think and dream and plan. Took me this long to realize I do not need a man. I used to need you, but then I finally learned. I used to want you, but now the tables turned. I used to love you, now it's your time to squirm. So I'm saying goodbye, and I won't wait for your return. So get out and stay out, I finally had enough. Don't kiss me on your way out, it wouldn't move me much. You used me, abused me, you cheated and you lied. So get out and stay out, I'm taking back my life. I wonder what you'll do when I am not around. Now that your new love has up and left you down. You always come crying to me throughout the years, to mend another broken heart, to dry our selfish tears. So get out and stay out, I'm moving on at last. Oh, I've been so foolish, but that was in the past. I never thought I'd be the one to say goodbye. So get out and stay out, I'm taking back my life.
this regional spotlight takeover. He was like, "Are you gonna sing?" And I'm like, "You." Well, why do I need to sing when I've got Katie Miller? She's the beltress.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Just learn from you, my
No,
friend.
I don't think so.
I
You
do.
have always known exactly what to do. I mean, I feel like I've known you forever. I mean,
know.
well,
It feels, so much of my growing up has happened at Theater Raleigh, I feel
Aw.
like, in a lot of ways, so I do feel like I've known you forever. It's the biggest gift.
oh, that's really sweet. That it kind of like goes right back to what I was saying about wanting to offer opportunities to other people.
Yeah.
And finding you as an intern, my God, and then just being like, this girl, she's going places. She's going places. I don't know if my dog Ruby was walking around during our singing, potentially. So Seth's dog barked during the intro. Ruby is, she likes to be part of the show. What can I say?
She's quite the storyteller, Ruby.
You should hear her bells.
I'm telling you.
Come on. So tell me, what's your favorite moment at Theater Raleigh, or is something that meant a lot to you?
That is hard because there's been a lot of them. I think the whole process of Vanities with you back in the day, I feel like there was so much growing up that happened in that time, and it was such a fun. I mean, Dames at Sea was comedic, and I had a blast. And then I think I got to like jump into something just a little bit different and learn more about myself as an actor through Vanities, which was just a really, really fun experience. I mean, I've talked about it before.
Well, you blew the roof off of the joint, so to speak. You know, when we did it in New York, it was played by Sarah Stiles, who is incredible. And I could, you know, in my mind, honestly, I couldn't have ever thought of it being played any other way. And you came into the audition and just vitalized what I thought the role could be and changed it so much, and it was so specifically you and so authentically Southern.
Right.
And David Kirschenbaum, who's the composer, came down to see it, and his mind was blown by you and your talent as well.
Well, that's very kind. Well, and I was thinking about favorite memories too, and I was talking to Yolanda, who will grace us with her spectacular presence soon. But for Violet too, that was intern year.
Yep, it was.
And I took it upon myself before the big gospel number, when she just really went for it, to give her a different dance. Every time that she found a way to fit in, we were looking for
back then.
Oh yeah. But she had a little river dance one day. She had some ballet.
I remember she would do some
kind
of things.
Oh
yeah, I didn't know that was happening.
Yes.
I just thought it was a creative.
It was just very creative. It was just aiding the creative process.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Well, all three of us got to be in that together.
I know.
Oh, those were good days. That was a beautiful, beautiful show.
Oh my gosh.
Directed by Eric Woodall, who is also moved back down to North Carolina, where he's from.
Yeah.
So yay, us!
Yeah.
A lot of awesome things happening here.
Yeah.
So, as I said before in your introduction, you live in New York now, and you're
I do.
pursuing your Broadway career.
Yes.
But I also know that you choreograph a lot, and you've been like an associate for Abby O'Brien on a number of shows.
Yeah.
So how do you work that out? I mean, do you plan to direct choreograph alongside your performing career?
I think it's definitely about like 5 years ago or so. It's something, I always danced growing up, but the choreo side of it, I just found how much I loved it and really started to embrace it then. And I think I'm definitely performing still very much at the forefront, but it's another love that, I absolutely want to nurture and do almost just as much. I mean, it's so creative and brings me great joy, so.
Well, the beauty is that you can really grow, right? Your life is what you make it.
Right,
That's what I always said. When I was in New York, I guess, but I had great representation ahead of me that made me realize, oh wait, I can do that.
Right,
Saw
exactly.
other people do it. So I think to myself, your life can be what there's no mold that you have to fit into.
Right.
If you want to be a choreographer alongside a Broadway star, there's nothing that says that you can't. I mean, look at Michael Art and people like that.
Exactly.
It's a really awesome time to be in the arts, because I think the doors are wide open for everybody to create in whatever way feels best for them.
Yes, and as scary as this time is, it is so refreshing to see just how many artists are just coming together right now. We just want to create. I mean, Theater Raleigh is perfect example. Getting to come and do
Living Room Live. I mean, I was like flying for weeks. I was like, we were creative in the space together. This is great. It felt like a show. Yeah. Living Room Live, by the way, I didn't really say, is sort of a mini concert. So we do it right here in front of this piano, and the artists like Kate has been on it. Actually, Gerard and Yolanda, they've all been on Living Room Live, and they do like a 4 or 5 song mini concert, and then also a little Jimmy Fallon style, like we do a little interview and play some games and things like that.
Oh boy, do we ever.
Don't you dare bring
I
up,
won't,
you know,
I
what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, and again, thank you, Joanna Lee, for playing. It was gorgeous. Okay, so as many of you know that before the world turned upside down, we had one of our most critically acclaimed seasons. 2019 Summer Series was one of the highlights I think I can remember in Theater Raleigh history. We did such shows like The Beehive, Junk, I Am My Own Wife, The Bridges of Madison County, and of course, Scottsboro Boys. It was such a great season, artistically, critically, just very, very proud. So it was really even hard to lose our momentum off of that. But let's roll a little video of our 2019 season. But before we do, I want to say you're going to notice on this video that the camera work and the actual quality of the video has bumped up a little bit of a notch because I have brought on my husband Charlie Brady as videographer, and it's made a huge difference. Check it out.
My boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in trouble.
Hey la, my boyfriend is
You
back.
see him coming, better cut out on the double.
Hey la,
Hurrah, baby! Hurrah, baby! We'll keep on turning, we'll keep on burning, and rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Look what we got. Come on, gather round. Hey, you won't be able. Here's those babies tapping over the ground. Take your old rock island boys and throw them all away. And if the Pennsylvania calls to say you want your money back, Southern Railroad, Southern Railroad, the Southern Railroad line.
Germany's most notorious transvestite, Berlin's own tranny granny, Charlotte von Molsdorf.
When will you get married? And I said, never, dear Mutti. Ich bin mein Frau. I am my own wife.
Now, we've got way more than 2 counts of insider trading, and it sure looks like we can show it's part of a pattern. Wouldn't you say, Kevin? Oh, I would. We're going to make history, Boris. We're going to change the world.
Of Bridges of Madison County. It was a really, really special experience for me and I think the entire group. An incredible score by Jason Robert Brown. And to have people like Janine DeVita, I think, Janine, you're watching, I saw you in the chat. and Patrick Jones was just a real highlight for me, I have to say, for sure. And speaking of Jason Robert Brown, I have had a long time friendship and collaboration with Jason, as Seth said in his introduction. I was the original Kathy in the last 5 years, and then we ended up subsequently doing an album called Guess What? Songs of Jason Robert Brown, and that really inspired me to do another album, and where I really wanted to promote new writers, so not just Jason as the next generation of writers, but a lot of his peers. It was such an awesome opportunity. One of those peers was Georgia Stitt, his wife. So I have for a very, very long time been passionate about new works, and I think I said it already, but it was definitely the impetus for starting Theatre Raleigh. I did Jeremy Schoenfeld's show Drift, one of our shows we ever did here, and that was how I wanted to use this platform for myself, Theatre Raleigh, and I will continue to when we get on the other side of this pandemic. And I'm lucky to have some collaborators like Georgia Stitt and Hunter Foster, who came down a couple years ago to work on their new show, which was called Blue Ridge Sky. I think it may have a new name. So I hope we'll keep working on that one. And Jason, if you're listening, come on down if you need a safe space to write and create a new show. I'm your gal. But okay, so Georgia Stitt, Jason Robert Brown, and Hunter Foster, they're going to tell you a little bit about their experiences here with us. Between the three of them, they have over 20 Broadway credits. That's nuts. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi, I'm Jason Robert Brown.
I'm Georgia Stitt.
I have done several concerts there.
I have done one concert there, but I also got to do a week-long workshop, a new musical that I am working on still with Hunter Foster. It used to be called Blue Ridge Sky. Some of you saw it. And now it's called The Big Boom.
So we are just so excited that in Raleigh, North Carolina, there is a place where you can see this amazing repertory and be part of this incredible community of artists. And we're just so lucky that we got to be a part of it.
We talk a lot about how a lot of people think about theater as just a place to go see shows, but unless someone is nurturing the shows from the beginning and developing what the new shows are going to be, the work doesn't get done. And so we're grateful to have a home and a collaborator in Lauren Kennedy and Theatre Raleigh so that we can continue to do that work and make sure there's theater for the next generation.
Ooh, next generation is good.
That's good, right?
Yes,
okay.
That's very good. Okay.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Hunter Foster, and I just want to say I love Theatre Raleigh. I think what Lauren is doing down there at Theatre Raleigh is great. I had a great time. We came down there to work on our original musical with my collaborator, Georgia Stitt. And I know this is a tough time for all theaters around the country, but I just want to give a big toast to Theatre Raleigh. Lauren, love everything you're doing.
Toast back at you, Hunter. This is not beer, but it is a Theatre Raleigh wine glass full of water. Lucky to have Hunter Foster here with us. That was pretty daggone cool. I don't know if you can see it, but my dog Ruby is at my feet now. It's pretty hilarious. I'm her safe space. Doesn't matter if I'm on stage or she's right here. Okay, so let me get back on track. Our next performer is a superwoman. Just to put that out there, she's a mother. She's a lawyer. She's an equity actor. She's a wife. She is a international recording artist. What can't she do? I'm not really sure there's anything. She has done a lot of shows with us here at Theatre Raleigh, but to name just a few, she starred in Violet, as Kate said, and just recently in Beehive, and she was also in Smokey Joe's Cafe. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Yolanda Rabin.
Come to sing a song about hope. I'm not in the spotlight much right now, but even so, I came out here to sing a song, so here I go. I guess I think that if I tinker long enough, one might appear. And look, it's here. When verse is done, the work's begun. I've come to sing a song of hope, in spite of everything ridiculous and sad. Though I'm beyond belief, depressed, confused, and mad. Well, I got dressed. I underestimated how much that would take. I didn't break until right now. I sing of a home and don't know how. So maybe I should substitute strength, because I'm strong. I'm strong enough. I got through lots of things I didn't think I could, and so did you. I know that's true, and so we sing a song about hope. Though I can't guarantee there's something real behind it, I have to try and show my black boys I can find it. And so today, though life is crazy and impossible to bear, it must be there. Fear never wins. I sing of the hope. See, I sing of hope. The work begins.
Ooh, yes. I was not really listening to you during sound check. I'm so embarrassed. It's so beautiful. What a gorgeous song by Chase and Robert Brown. It's so incredibly timely too right now.
Yes.
It just resonates so deeply, and I know you even added the words, "Your black boys." I just love that you did that, and I really appreciate you making it current for us.
Yes.
We are not only in COVID-19, but during a period of time where racial equity is at the forefront of everything we're doing, and
Yes,
it's
it is.
such an overdue conversation.
Yes, it is.
I'm so happy that we got to share that moment. Thank you, Yolanda Raven, for sharing that moment with this
Wow.
audience.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Gosh, I am going slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Right, and that's as much I think as we can possibly do.
Yeah.
When I first heard this song, it pierced me.
Yeah.
Just like I think, and I hope that it touched other people. And I just feel like you can have all the hope in the world, and once you get it, you gotta have some intelligent action that goes behind it.
Yeah.
And part of that is with speaking out against the atrocities that have been happening against black people for some time now, but against all people as well, in light of the fact that we all need to vote.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. That is our privilege to get to vote. Use your voice, you guys.
Use your voice.
Like Yolanda just used her amazing,
Yes.
beautiful voice
Thank
and
you.
lifted me up.
Thank
and
you,
also
thank
stabbed
you.
me right in the heart. No, it's so true, though. It's something that a lot of theaters are thinking about right now, making sure as we move forward that even though intentions are good, that we are making sure we are keeping a place at the table for everybody's
Yes.
voice.
Yes.
It is such an important thing. And like I said, in terms of representation as a woman who's running a theater, if I didn't have Deanne Jones representing to me in the 80s that was possible.
Yes.
So representation on stage, off stage, in the workplace, on boards, in casting, all of it.
All of it. And our
It's
audiences,
important.
everything.
Yeah.
And I think the Theater Well has been doing a good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Well, we
Thank you.
definitely have tried and know that, we're not perfect and we're going
Right.
to keep doing it, and it's something that we are dedicated to for sure.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta get back on track. So you're amazing. You said about the fact that you are a super woman. How do you do it all? I mean, how do you have the energy to do it all?
I just feel like I've been blessed with a lot of different gifts,
And if I've been given the gifts, I'm supposed to use them. I'm supposed to share them with the world, and ideally inspire other folks to share theirs as well.
Yes,
so I
you
think
do.
it's a responsibility that we all have to use our gifts and to help others to see their purpose and their greatness and to connect.
You are speaking my language. That's awesome. But I will say that I look at where you travel, you go all around the world, you perform, you work as a lawyer, and so you have that day job.
Yes.
You're raising 2 boys.
Yes.
And you're posting on social media. And you're so great about. I just like I would be like a little wired and frazzled, but you seem to do it with such grace.
Yeah, well, I think that there's a rhythm to everything.
Yeah.
And everyone has to find their rhythm. And when you find it, everything just begins to flow. And there is madness, don't get me wrong. Right? I remember one time I was in Spain for work, and I had to get on a plane and come back to get on the road to go sing at a festival. And of course, in the meantime, all that's happening, there's a laptop with me, and I'm working, and I am on the phone with my husband or texting my children, talking to my mother.
Yeah.
I think you make it work. We have this notion in life that we don't have enough time to do things. And I think you have to find the value in all the people that are in your life and appreciate what that is and then make the time.
I hear you. So like, what's the right word to say? Accepting your village, letting people help you.
Yes, and there is no notion, people always ask me this, there is no notion of juggling. Because when you juggle, you have potentially the possibility of dropping something. So I don't juggle, I shift.
I kind of spin plates.
The moment.
I'm kind of just, I agree though that the more you do, the more you can do.
Yeah.
So the rhythm that
Yeah,
you
the
talked
more
about.
you give. Yeah, I think I said it on Facebook with Maya Angelou. You don't lose creativity. The more you use, the more you get.
Yeah, it's so true.
And so you
Use it,
gotta
lose
just
it, baby.
keep being- Exactly.
I love it. So what's going to happen though? It probably calls, because Broadway, you need to be calling.
Hello.
She's ready to go. It probably calls. I mean, what would you do? How would you?
Well, you know what? I'm going to say when Broadway calls.
When Broadway calls. Thank you for that.
I'll be ready in that moment. Let them call.
I love it.
Let them
Yes,
call.
they would be lucky to have you. So gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sorry I got teary.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I touch you, but I can't do that. Well, this is sort of bringing us to the end of this awesome opportunity that we've had to be with you here on Stars in the House. I would be very, very remiss if I didn't again say thank you, Joanna Lee. Let's show a cute little picture of this beautiful lady because we've had her in a mask all day today. Thank you, Joanna Lee. She's incredible. She's one of our music directors for lots of our shows. She works with us all the time. She's incredible. Also very hireable, but don't take her away from me. And of course, Eric Collins behind the soundboard and doing some video production. And Charlie, who's been running this live stream and does the camera work as well. My husband, Charlie Brady, thank you so, so much. And of course, Yolanda Rabin, Gerard Williams, Kate McMillan, Ruby, my dog. Thank you all so much for sharing your gifts and being here with me today so I can talk just a little bit about Theatre Raleigh and tell you about the work that we're doing here. It's been my honor to be with you. So donate to Theatre Raleigh if you feel compelled. We'd love to have your help. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and so you can see our living room live and reunion specials, etc. Or go to theaterraleigh.com to find out all the things that we have coming up. We are going to keep doing some really fun things in the short term until we get back to 2021. So check us out on theaterraleigh.com. And in the meantime, you guys, please stay safe. Like Yolanda said, vote. Be good to each other, and please wear your mask so we can get back in the theater, everybody. I love you all very much. Thank you, Seth. Thank you so much, James, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Audio is clear.